That gets into some of the practicalities of doing this, because there's a lot of issues in the process. So let's talk one thing about real time versus delayed. When you look at these platforms, I wouldn't say now, but 5-7 years down the road, when we think we've got a much more robust model, are you guys think we're looking at real-time settlement? Are you looking at a delayed settlement model? How does that kind of fit together?
Well, we do think in terms of it, and we bought some participant in the national market system itself, speed routing. We think of it as the pre-trade, the trade, post-trade services, and a lot. What's really happening is some of that is being moved up into the pre-trade, is in our system. But the motto of T0 is the trade is the settlement. Yes, we want to reunite the trade, the actual transaction, and the settlement into one. And it's really kind of a historical artifact that the two diverged in the 1970s as a result of the great Wall Street paperwork crisis in the early 70s. This system was created and split the two. And well, that's not, yeah, well, anyway, the system as we know it emerged in the early 70s. And we see this as a chance to reunify the transaction and the settlement.
Frederick? How do you look at settlement?
Yeah, so just one reflection. I mean, we do have markets in the world, equity markets, that settle on a T+0 basis. Particularly in the Middle East, there are a couple of those. Many of those are actually looking to go T+3 because they want to be internationally compatible. So that's quite interesting. I think, though, looking down the line, will settlement happen faster of transactions than today? Yes. Will this technology be a better choice of technology than today's technology to achieve that? Maybe. But I also think that technology brings other aspects that it allows for different market models than you have today. It allows for enforcement of certain rules that are more difficult to enforce with today's technology. So I think we will have a greater choice of market model. I can even think of that we in the same market allow participants to select the pace at which they want to settle, which has been challenging to do in a market today. So I can see that the technology offers benefits. Does it mean that every single transaction in every single asset will go to T+0 in 10 years' time? No, of course not. There are other forces that play a role in that decision.
Well, back jump on that. That was a great point. I think that what this technology does is let a market develop. Issuers will decide, do they want T+0, T+1, T+2, instead of the regulators having to opine, well, this is going to add or detract, making it too tight, will detract liquidity and raise cost of capital. We'll let the issuers decide, and we'll get some data. I think really what's going to happen in the next couple of years, there'll be different folks like us getting systems live, and there'll start being data about how it trades versus stuff that's already in the national market, and we'll have data about how far we can, so we have actually architected our system. We want the issuers ultimately to be able to choose what their settlement cycle is.